everybody. Well, thank you so much for joining me again. Continue on from where I left off, section 2 from the first chapter, The Fabric of History. Um, Narratives of Western Diplomats and Missionaries. I know I've told you guys that this is an emotional chapter, which luckily I have kept at bay, surprisingly, because normally when I read this chapter, it just touches me so much that it hurts and tears starts to fill up. But I know once I read footnote 46, I'm also going to cut it short here as well too, and just talk about it just a little bit, what it meant to me when I read that. Okay, so where did I lift off? I think, okay, let's go ahead and start with after tormentors. Okay, he is said to have gradually pined away and died broken-hearted. His corpse was removed to the place of execution, decapitated, and hung on a gibbet by the riverside, a little below the city, exposed to the gaze of everyone passing by, but left a prey to the birds. Footnote 46. His son afterwards escaped, but on being pursued put an end to his existence. On the fate of the others we have not heard. Footnote 47. Now reading footnote 46. Such an excruciating passing shook the nerves of the population, who left vacant the place where the execution took place. Neale reported that your boatmen shuddered as you passed this place. Since then, in this very location, King Rama the Fifth's queen, Saowapa Pongsri, has established the Ratchini School. Chao Anou became a benevolent spirit in at least one part of Laos. The people of Ban Nala in Muang Sayabouly have recalled that just before his death, Chao Anou told his bodyguards, who were of Lan Na heritage, Lan Na, L-A-N, and then second word N-A, that whenever they encountered difficulty, particularly during a time of drought, they and their descendants could summon his spirits by offering a 100-legged tray of rattan, R-A-T-T-A-N. Until 1975, every time that someone offered a 100-legged of rattan, rain fell. From an interview with Thit Nan Sutham, let's see, Thit is spelled T-H-I-T, Nan, N-A-N, Sutham, hopefully I said that right, S-U-T-H-A-M, 60 years old, by Professor Akiko Iijima, that is capital I, lowercase I, J-I-M-A, from Tokyo University on January 4th, 1997 at Ban Nala Sayabouly Province, Laos. Chao Anou's recommendation may have been the origin of the auspicious rite consecrated to him in Vientiane twice a year. In June at the beginning of the Rock Festival, and in December for the Festival of the Great Stupa, Luang. Both celebrations had been performed before the ruins of Wat Kang, that's K-A-N-G, which is now the location of the Lan Sang Hotel. Then it was the residence of the Patriarch of the Kingdom of Vientiane. This celebration, requesting well-being for the country, ended when France granted formal independence to Laos in the early 1950s. The elderly of Vientiane attribute plagues which descended upon the rulers of the old regime to the abandonment of this rite dedicated to Chao Anou. Pon interview. Vientiane, January 13, 1997. And Paul, P.A., Jantapon, P-H-A-N-T-H-A-P-O-N-E. Hopefully I pronounced that right. But I'll go ahead and end section 2, part 2 here. And my thought on this is that we are a significant being, especially with the example of Chao Anou, regardless of the hardships that he had encountered, he was willing to give his life for his people, to not be enslaved, and believe in freedom, and will not bow down to anyone. And also, as you can see, footnote 46. Before he died, he sent his bodyguards to let the villagers know that in hardship, all they have to do is just give offerings in his name, and that and through that rain will fall to help them with their crops and stuff like that, especially during the drought time. And that itself says a lot about this, about him. And it kind of makes me proud to be a part of this ethnicity, or to be Lao, and also know, I have a sense how strong of a people we are to withstand anything, regardless of the outcome. And I hope you guys take this one to heart, because I definitely did, for sure. So my next one will be continuing section 2, the narratives of Western diplomats and missionaries, which would be part 3, and I think that should be it for this part for section 2 anyway, and then we'll go on to section 3, which is Vietnam's link to Chao Anou and Thai perceptions of that association. And in this part, I believe we can see where the adversity has occurred between, Vietnam and with Thailand. It goes back to, as you can see, actually the beginning, but it also shows that we are all linked somehow through the royal lineage, regardless if this one has disappeared, but the lineage itself continues on. It's probably even within the Thai king today. So, my next video, sorry about the all the time, but we will finish up section 2. All right, well, thank you, and you guys have a good evening.